In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front brake caliper on your Subaru Outback. This will be located behind the front wheel. Let's get started. Using a 19mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using a 14mm socket, remove the caliper bolts. Remove the bolts. Remove the caliper. Hang this somewhere where there's no tension on the hose. You can just hang it on the control arm. Remove the pads. Using a 17mm socket, remove the caliper bracket bolts. Remove the bracket. Using a 14mm socket, remove the caliper bolts out of the new caliper. Break them both free before removing them. Pull the caliper off. Remove the pins. We're going to make sure there's grease on these. Give them a light coating of silicone grease. Reinstall them. I like to work them around. Do the same thing on the bottom pin. We're going to use some caliper grease. Grease all of the places that our shims are going to sit. Just do a light skim coat. Install the shims. Make sure they're fully seated. Install the bracket. Get the bolt started. Snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 89 foot-pounds. Install the pads. Install the caliper. Get the bolt started. Torque the caliper bolts to 20 foot-pounds. Remove the union bolt out of the new caliper. When you do this, be sure you have both washers. We're going to leave one washer on the bolt and take one off. Put these somewhere close to you. Before removing the union bolt on the old caliper, be sure you have a collection bucket under you. Brake fluid will come out. We're going to use a 12mm socket to remove the bolt. Remove the bolt. Pull the line out of the caliper. Be sure that both crush washers are not on the line. One's still on our bolt and the other is stuck to the caliper. Install the new union bolt with one crush washer on one side of the line. Install the second crush washer on the back side. Install it into the caliper. This line will only sit one way. There will be two alignment posts on either side that'll hold the metal part of the brake line. Get the bolt started by hand. Using an 11mm socket, torque the union bolt to 13 foot-pounds. Remove the bleeder cap. Using a 10mm wrench, open the bleeder. We're going to wait for a steady stream of fluid with no bubbles to be coming out of this, and then we'll close it down. Once we have a steady stream of fluid coming out with no bubbles, we're going to go ahead and close our bleeder screw. Snug it down, get it nice and tight. Use a clean rag and clean up any of the fluid. You can also use some brake parts cleaner. Install the bleeder cap. Install the wheel. Get the lug nuts started. Snug them down. Torque the wheels to 90 foot-pounds in a star pattern. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.